voice. Come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So Tonya says, hey, Ben and Kelly, I'm in an interesting spot. Wanted to get your thoughts on my situation.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months. We're both in our late 20s. We get along really well. He's kind, supportive. I've always prioritized my job and friendships over dating and relationships, and it surprised me how happy and settled I feel with him.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, he's an immigrant, and his work visa ends this fall.
Okay.
I know he's interested in staying in the U.S. and is worried that his visa won't be renewed. Now, he hasn't brought up marrying for a green card, but I imagine it's on his mind. Most of me feels like it isn't that big of a deal, and my mom supports it, but my friends are a little freaked out about the idea. Am I underestimating how significant this is? I think yes. And if we decide to, how do we balance our still somewhat new relationship with a legal marriage?
Okay. I get that Tonya is, she's in a good spot with her relationship with her boyfriend, and she doesn't want to see it end. Yeah.
Right, sure.
Yeah, and she wants to see if her relationship has legs, if you know, they have what it takes to go the distance. And it sounds like, you know, she at least has, you know, some thoughts that there could be a future. Otherwise, she wouldn't just like offer or think to say, hey, let's just get married just to do it. Right?
Yeah. So I think when she said, am I underestimating how big of a deal how significant it is? Yes, it's significant. So, I mean, there are legal ramifications. If I learned anything from the cinematic masterpiece, The Proposal, starring Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, so I didn't see that. So fill me in on what happened there.
Well, yes. I mean, you can, you know, she was going to get deported because it was, you know, the agent decided that, you know, oh, this is fake. I'm going to go and do the investigations, and found out, yeah, it was all a sham. She admitted it, and, you know, it's like against the law to do that. So, yeah, she'd better be, I think the first step of airing it out on a radio show, probably not great. In hindsight, maybe we should have responded to this privately.
Oh, well, I mean.
But how else are we going to get anybody else to chime in that might have some expertise other than the cinematic masterpiece, The Proposal?
Yeah, Laura comments and says, Ben, how have you not seen The Proposal?
Seriously! Seriously! Betty White's in it.
Betty White. Oh, the
She's
late,
delightful.
great Betty White.
Yes, the late, great Betty White.
Now, Haley texts in and says, green card marriages cost a lot of money and interviews and hassle.
Yeah,
so,
it's a lot. It's a process.
Like, I don't...
They want it to be legit.
I mean, we don't know Tanya's financial outlook either. I mean, maybe that's not a big deal for her. You know, maybe her family has money or whatever. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's not as a hurdle as it may be for others, like the financial part of it.
Oh, and then Megan's like, go watch 90 Day Fiancé, then come back to me. There are some pretty big legal implications. If you don't work out, you could be on the hook for 10 years to help provide and support this person.
All right, this is where, you know, we come together, group therapy and all that, and either we say, hey, go for it, Tonya, or we say, well, sorry, your love story ends if in fact his work visa doesn't get renewed, because we don't know if that's the case yet or not.
Right, that is still iffy. Yeah, it could
right.
very well be, and then, you know, you can continue on what
right.
you've been doing.
Yeah.
I don't think that it has to be the end. I mean, you can try long distance. That would be difficult, but if it's meant to be, I feel like you could withstand that, and then after more time, figure out if you guys are really serious about getting married, and then you can get in the same country.
Okay, 502-795-1997. Who married for a green card? No, okay.
Seriously?
I mean, I'd love to talk to someone who did that.
We're going to attract the wrong kind of attention legally.
I would imagine I'm not going to get too many people on the phone for that. But if you've got an opinion, I know everybody's got an opinion, right? So 502-795-1997. Or if you have a story, maybe you knew someone who knew someone or whatever, let us know because maybe your experience could help out. Tonya here. So Tonya considering marrying her boyfriend so they can continue dating and is wondering if it's a good idea or not. You see, his work visa is expiring, doesn't know if it's going to get renewed. He wants to stay in the U.S. and is worried, he'll have to leave. Now, she's like going, we haven't brought this up, like the whole marrying to have him remain a citizen.
She's kicking around the idea.
She's kicking around the idea. Yeah, exactly. So
she's like asking us, like, is that a good idea?
Yeah, because her mom's like, yeah, why not? And her friends are like, whoa.
It's like marriage is a big deal.
I know, right?
Brandy said, I didn't think they gave green cards just for marriage anymore. Too many people get married for the wrong reasons. Also, do some research on what you're exactly marrying into. His beliefs in marriage could differ from what your beliefs once are. You don't want to marry someone and then they say, well, we're married, so my parents and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles all get to move in, LOL. Also a prenuptial agreement.
Got a message from a listener who said, came here with my parents after my dad got a work visa. At 19, I had to make the choice of either returning to my native country or marrying a U.S. citizen. I don't think there was another option for me, so I married my girlfriend at the time. We broke up after 4 years, but I swore the oath last year as a new American. So, all right.
Well, congratulations on that. That's a big deal. Valerie said, even if you do get married, the green card process takes years. Mm-hmm. You should definitely focus on renewing the work visa first, which will give you more time to decide if then, yes, you want to actually get married to get married.
Now, Bethany, this didn't happen to you, but coworkers where he was already a citizen, but she was not.
So they worked together prior to working with me, and he was keeping the one that has citizenship already.
Okay.
Started pursuing her, and she kept turning it down left and right. Finally, he's like, hey, what's the deal? She's like, well, my visa expires. I'm not starting anything up. I got to go home soon. So him being, I guess, the crazy, hopeless romantic he is, he's like, hey, why don't you marry me?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can stay. We'll date. She accepts.
Oh.
Which blows my mind. So, yeah, they got married. They've been married for a few years now, and it's been a long process, but she's actually working on getting her citizenship now. The only issue is that he didn't realize she is that crap crazy.
Oh, no.
So now
oh,
he's
no.
stuck with her.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's a roll of the dice we all make, isn't it?
Exactly. Really. It doesn't really matter if you're illegally in the country or not. Yeah, that is a roll of the dice, regardless.
Yeah. Only thing, though, is, like, if you're just dating someone, you find out they're Looney Tunes, it's like, okay, bye. But, like,
right.
you marry them to get
it's difficult to get out, sure.
All right. Well, hey, honestly, I didn't think I'd have anybody call in with any sort of story, so thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
And still so many people flooding the text and all of our DM inboxes. How in the world have you not seen the proposal?
Oh, me?
Yes. Yes, because I said this whole thing reminds me of the cinematic masterpiece that is The Proposal starring Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. How have you not seen the iconic scene of Sandra Bullock and Betty White dancing to From the Window to the Wow? It's iconic. It's iconic.
I don't know.
You must see it for that scene alone.
That scene and
for that scene alone. You must see it.
All right. Well, maybe I'll take a look at it this
Homework,
weekend or something.
Ben Davis. How else are we supposed to help with situations like this?
Yeah, you're right. If I don't have random references to pop culture movies from like 10 years ago,
we can't be effective on the show.
How am I going to survive? All right. So I think you have a lot of options, Tonya. I think the overwhelming majority is like, let's try to keep the work visa renewed. And
let's extend that so we can get some more time to kick this relationship around and just to see if it does have legs.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, good luck with that. Keep us posted, Tonya. That is Group Therapy.